Something fascinating came into my field of awareness recently while I was listening to a conversation between astrologer Pam Gregory and consciousness researcher Sarita Soul. They were discussing something called the map of consciousness, originally popularized by David R. Hawkins, and it immediately sparked something in my awareness about the astrology we're moving into right now. Because if we look at the collective astrology, we're entering a major Aries frequency shift. Neptune is beginning its journey into Aries, Saturn is also in Aries, and Venus is in Aries right now as of March 10th, 2026. That's a lot of archetypical fire entering the collective field. And Aries is the archetype of initiation. Aries is the beginning of the zodiac. Aries is the spark of consciousness. Aries is the warrior energy that says, let's begin. But Aries also carries something else, the impulse to compete. Now, normally when we think of competition as something external, we're competing with other people, we're competing for status, competing for recognition. But what if Aries is actually inviting us into a different kind of competition? What if the real competition is with ourselves, not to defeat others, but to evolve our own consciousness? Because when you look at the map of consciousness, it describes a series of emotional and energetic states of human experience, from very dense states like shame, guilt, and fear, all the way up into states like love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. But what caught my attention is the middle point of the map. It's the state called neutrality. Neutrality is often described as a kind of 0-point awareness, a place where you are no longer reacting emotionally to everything around you. You are simply present with it, observing, aware, and centered. And something clicked for me when I thought about that, because when you are in the now, you are also in the know. N-O-W, K-N-O-W. When you are fully present in the moment, something shifts. You are no longer trapped in past stories. You are no longer projecting into future fears. You're just simply aware. And awareness itself begins to change the frequency of consciousness. So maybe this Aries energy we're stepping into is inviting us into a new type of mastery, not dominion and not competition with others, but the courage to compete with our previous level of awareness. Can I respond with more awareness today than I did yesterday? Can I stay present in a moment where my old self might have reacted? Can I observe my emotions rather than being ruled by them? That's actually very Aries, because Aries is the pioneer of consciousness. Aries says, I'm willing to go first. So maybe that's the real Aries initiation happening right now. It's internal. It's the willingness to move through the emotional states of fear, anger, and reaction, and slowly bring ourselves back to the center point of awareness, back to neutrality, back to the now, back into the know. And if enough people begin doing that inner work, something remarkable happens. Collective consciousness shifts, because consciousness isn't just individual, it's collective. Every time one person becomes more aware, it subtly changes the field that we are all participating in. And that's why I found this conversation between Pam Gregory and Sarita Soul so fascinating, because it's pointing to something many ancient traditions have been teaching for thousands of years. The real evolution of humanity isn't technological, it's consciousness itself. And that's exactly why this Aries cycle is being initiated, a new chapter in the evolution of human awareness. One where the greatest victory isn't defeating others. The greatest victory is mastering yourself. And so I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever heard of the map of consciousness? Do you feel this Aries energy pushing you to become more aware of your own reactions, your own thoughts, your own emotional patterns? Please let me know in the comments. And as always, we have this, soul fam. We've got this. So much love.